Hello, everybody at Spiritual Psychics TV. Thank you so much for joining in our show this evening. I'm looking forward to seeing who's joining in. Let us know if there's any regulars, any newbies. Please do comment and leave as many comments as you can. And I will try and get around as many of you as possible to do readings. So I am Elly Charles. I am a psychic medium, and I also own the business called Light After Life, where I again do readings and I also offer spiritual teachings and courses. So please do pop over there as well if you want to check me out. I would really appreciate that. And Richard, is there any announcements or anything you want me? Oh no, that's later, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so Richard's just having issues with his mouse just at the moment, so you'll have to bear with us just for a few moments. So I can't see any comments as of yet. that's what the mouse issue is, guys. So just bear with me. If I'm not saying hello to you guys yet, it's because I can't see your comments. But as soon as I see your comments, I will definitely say hello. Okay, here we go. Hello, Stay Shaw. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, she was saying hello to someone else. Okay. Kelly McKeating, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Marlene Monos. I'm not sure if I said that right. Ruth, hello. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you again, Ruth. Anyone else there? Hey, Cherie. So I've got Richard talking in my ear as well, guys. No, no, it's fine. Ariel, aka Big Charles. Oh, my twin sister's on. So she's put Elly, me, and Mum are watching. So my mum and my twin sister are watching. So thank you so much, guys. I really like the fact that I can obviously see their comments and see some of my family watching. So please do, the rest of you, say hello to my lovely sister and mum. Okay, so I can see quite a few of you are saying hello to each other. That's lovely. Guys, please do chat to each other and stuff. We really like seeing that. You know, it's nice when people come together and have a chat and join in. Stacey said hello to you as well, Elly and Richard. Oh, bless. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for that confirmation, Marlene. Oh, bless. So, Christine, hello. Thank you so much for joining in from Bournemouth. Ruth saying hello to my sister and mum. So, mum and Bib, if you want to respond to people, that'd be lovely too. Hi, Lauren. Hope you're well. So remember, guys, some of you will have different YouTube names to what your actual name is. So if I do say that name, then I'm just reading the YouTube name. Hi, Christine Davies. Thank you very much for joining in. Alison Barton, thank you so much for joining. Tina Place, thank you so much for joining. Hi, everyone. I'm absolutely cream crackered after looking after my lovely. Oh, bless. I know. I've got a little 5-year-old and like they just run you ragged, don't they? Pamela Roger, good evening. Richard and Elly, everyone in chat. Hi, hello. Thank you very much for joining. Hazel Harrison, thank you so much for joining in. I've got some lovely cards tonight, guys. Hi, hello, Heidi Spicer. So it's nice to see some regulars because I do recognise some of these names. Hey, Daniela Sartorato. Hopefully I said that right. I recognise your name as well, actually. So I've got a new deck of cards that I've been using the last week or so that I thought I would use on you guys. Hey, Sue Rue. Okay, cool. So should we go straight in? We're doing some readings then. Hey, Maiden Angel, thank you so much for joining in. So guys, remember, please do share this out. Hey, Claire Halleman, thank you so much. Oh, it's your first time watching. Oh, okay, cool. Well, if you stick around and join in, then you may well get a reading off of me tonight. So guys, please do share this out. Oh, Michelle said hello to Mum, Elly's mum and sis. Oh, bless. So if you share this out, you can share it to, you know, on your WhatsApp, in your Messenger, via text. You can share the link for the YouTube. Please do share it out so we can get some people supporting. Adrian, hello to all viewers as well as Elly, sis and mum. I love how you guys are also welcoming. It's really lovely, and I always love the energy when I come onto this show. Linda Maxey, hope you are drawn to me. Well, if you keep joining in, then I very may well be. Okay, let me show you what cards I'm using tonight. And for those of you who do watch me, you will know that I am psychic and I am also a medium. So sometimes I will pick up on loved ones passed over. Other times I'll be more drawn to a card. So either way, that will be the way that I'm drawn to for tonight to work with you. So these are the cards that I'm using tonight. They are Mystic Monday's Tarot, okay? So it is based on the original tarot, but they've got really, really pretty colours and pictures, so I've been quite enjoying using them. I'm gonna have to make sure that the earphones, I've ordered some of those new earphones, you know, the ones that just don't have the wire, so because it's getting in the way. So if I suddenly rip the earphone out, it's just because I'm getting all into my shuffling. Okay, so let's see. Mum has said she's hurt her back and lying down, but if she doesn't respond, that's why. Oh, okay, Mum, I hope your back gets better. Everyone send some healing to my mama bear, please, to her back, because she has had some issues with her back over the last year, bless her. Okay, so Cherie, I'm going to go to you, Cherie Dyer, because your name was just calling out to me then. So guys, keep joining in, send me emojis, get my attention, okay? And then I will most likely be drawn to give you a reading. But if we go back to Cherie Dyer, I think her name was, this card flew out for you, Cherie, okay? So you have the Three of Wands here, okay? So what this is representing, Cherie, is that there is a new beginning coming in for you. Three is very much about a new beginning that is backed spiritually, okay? So there is a spiritual energy that is working its way through you. I feel like you're quite a spiritual person anyway, but I do feel like there's quite an enlightenment coming for you, Cherie, quite an awakening coming for you. It's in the wands, so the wands again represent some goals. So you have some goals. So there is a new spiritual energy coming in to help you with these goals that you have currently, okay, and to help you achieve your goals. There's also a female in spirit that I feel come through. I'm just going to take this out for a moment because it's easier for me. So there's also a female in spirit that comes through for you, Cherie. Okay, I've got more of a grandmother, motherly feeling from her. I feel grandmother, but I've got a very motherly energy. So I feel that this lady had a lot to do with your life or would have had quite a good bond with you. Let's see what she's got to say. Yeah, so she's showing me what she looks like, and I'm seeing her. She was quite short. I want to say about 5'4" in height, 5'5", and she wasn't the slimmest. She had a bit more of a fuller figure, okay, but she's the type of lady that I feel like she gave really good hugs, you know, the type of lady that would always like give you really good cuddles and things like that. So I get a really sort of loving energy from her. I've got quite like wavy fluffy hair coming in with her, and I feel like it was sort of like a sandy brown color when she was younger, and then obviously as she got older it started to go lighter. I do feel like she wore glasses as well, and I am drawn to. I've actually got bad knees coming in, so I do feel like she wasn't that steady on her feet near towards the end of her life, and I feel like she hunched over as well, so she possibly needed assisting walking near towards the end. Let me know if any of this makes sense. And guys, when you give clarification, if you could be quite specific with your clarification so I know if I'm on the right track or not, because if it's not for Cherie, it may well be for one of the other names that was passing through before that. So again, let me know if this sounds like someone who is linked to you. But again, I was very drawn to the knees. My knees are very much hurting since this lady's coming in. It sounds like your mum. Yeah, okay. Because I was getting like motherly energy. She felt very motherly over you. But I was also getting grandmother coming in. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's there with her grandmother. Oh, how you miss her hugs. Oh, bless. It was like that cuddle feeling just felt really sort of like warm and like just so cuddly. Yes, glasses and bad knees. Okay, thank you so much for the clear clarification. I've also got the chest coming in with her, okay? I'm not sure if it was actually, yes, she did need assistance just before passing. Okay, thank you so much. I am, it is tight with my breathing, but it's very in my heart as well, okay? So I do feel like there was some heart issues that went on with her. I keep hearing grandmother, so there's definitely a grandmother here with her, and I do feel her mother, okay? So definitely both your ladies on the maternal side are here. And I also want to say I've got a personality coming in, which is quite funny. So very characterful. And I feel, I'm not sure if it was bossy, but I feel like one of these ladies had was very not opinionated, but had strong opinions. Maybe they used to sort of like bounce off of each other with their opinions, or maybe they clashed a bit, because I've got like a little bit of a bickering feeling coming in. It does make me smile and chuckle though, so it does make me think that oh, it's your first Christmas fire. Oh, bless. Okay. So it does make me feel like there was a bickering energy going on. Is this bickering between you and your mum, even though there was lots of love? Or would you take that this bickering is between your mum and grandmother, her mum? Would that make sense to you? I'm also very, very drawn to the stomach area going down into the womb area. I've got some pains going on there. So I feel that they're making me aware that this was something. Actually, I'm more drawn to you. I feel like, have you had some stomach or womb issues going on? Because they're drawing me to you for that. That would be her mum, my nan. Yes, she had strong opinions. Okay, thank you so much. So I think if this is your first Christmas without her, then this is clear to me that she's definitely passed over in a very, very nice well, obviously you can't really say nice, but what I'm trying to say to you is how she's passed over very well. Okay, so she's communicating very, very clearly to me, Cherie. So this, hopefully that gives you comfort to know that she is happy and she is okay and she is free, and she's already gone and met up with some of her loved ones who have passed over. She's been doing the rounds, she's been working her way through some of the loved ones that passed before her and sorting a few bits out with them, because she's making me aware that there was a few disputes or a few disagreements, I feel, maybe between her and her mum when they were both in the physical alive, and they've been sorting some of that out. But actually there's so much love there. She is drawing me to Christmas now for you, okay, Cherie? And as you said, this is your first Christmas without her, and she's showing me the Christmas tree. She's making me really, really aware of the Christmas tree, and she's now making me smile, like a big smile coming on. And I see it like sort of glistening and stuff like that. So I'm not sure whether you put your tree up yet or not, or whether it was hard to put your tree up, but she's smiling. So I feel that there's something linked to the Christmas tree that she's referring to. Oh, you've got her car fixed yesterday. Oh, bless. Okay. There's something towards the Christmas tree that she's referring to, Cherie, and I feel like it may possibly be a really nice bauble or a trinket thing that you would put on the tree or have near the tree. That is either something that you made or had made either for her, or something that signifies her or yours and hers relationship. Let me know if that makes sense. Yes, they did not see each other for over 30 years. And her nan, yeah, okay, that's what I felt. Yes, you put the tree up yesterday. Okay, thank you so much for those two clarifications. That's what I felt. I felt that she had been working through some stuff, so she's communicating very clearly, which means she has passed over very, very, very well. Okay, she's connecting with her mother and sorting out some of this stuff. She knows you've put the tree up as well, so that's why she's brought the tree up. Can you take like the trinket or the bauble that she was referring to? But I feel like it was quite hard for you to put the tree up. Would that make sense? Because she was really referring to it was quite hard for you, but it's because you're possibly still holding some grief. Well, obviously you are still holding grief, because it's you know, you don't just get over this stuff. You know, you never get over losing someone. But there's definitely a strong bond between you and her, and she's really sending you her love, and she wants you to be happy, and she wants you to actually have a good Christmas. Okay, so light a candle for her over Christmas. I'm sorry, I just realized I'm just sat here just holding my water. Oh, I go into a zone and I don't realise what I look like. Never mind. She wants you to light a candle over Christmas in honour of her, and she wants you to put your feet up and rest because you're just doing too much. Okay, so I can't see any more clarification about the trinket, the bauble, and your feelings and whatnot. But you're still welcome to pop those clarifications up if you want to. So I'm going to leave all her love with you. Okay, so I found some clear balls. I'm going to put a picture in of mum and others that have passed. Yes, it was super hard to put the tree up, had to for the kids. Yeah, I understand. I fully understand. That makes sense with the baubles, and also she said that you was going to make something, so that makes sense with you putting the picture in. She knows of this, okay, and she really loves that. So thank you so much. She's saying thank you so much for doing that for her. I have a Christmas tree candle ready to light for Christmas. She knows about this candle. That's why she was saying light the candle in honor of her and then put your feet up. Please do try to rest a little bit, okay? Because you're doing a lot of stuff for other people. However, there is a new spiritual beginning coming in for you, and that makes sense why you've got this card, because sometimes when people lose people who they love dearly, it sort of strengthens their spirituality, because it kind of kickstarts you into wanting to discover them, discover their spirit, feel them, hear them. And I said you're a very spiritual person already, so don't be surprised if you find yourself starting to sort of ignite some of your senses and having stronger feelings, thoughts, visions, clairaudience, you know what I mean, the hearing. If you start having stronger senses coming through, and she's going to help you with that as well. Okay, so I will leave all her love with you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and connect your lovely mum and grandmother. And I will move on to the next person now. Richard, please. Oh, so we've got some new hellos coming in, so thank you so much. Hey, Fanny Rocket, thank you so much for joining in. Hey, Adam Rucroft, thanks so much for joining in. Hey, Hayley, hope you're well. Tracy, Honey, evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. Bianca Garza, hello. Thank you for joining and thank you for the love heart. Joe. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. B, Joe. Hey, thank you for joining in. Shelley Hall, hello, thank you so much. I recognise that name, so I think I've seen you before. Hey, Laura Young, I recognise that name as well, although I can't see a picture on there. Indio Creative Clairvoyant, hello. Oh, another clairvoyant. Right, okay, cool. So Indigo's on Monday's show, so that's cool. Okay, so Christy Morris, lovely message, Cherie. Oh, bless. Okay, I always think they should make Starburst in a long tube. I'm obviously picking up on people's things here. Spot on with. Oh, right, okay. Spot on with absolutely everything, Ellie. You made my Christmas just hearing from her and how spot on you are. Oh, that really sings to my soul, Cherie. Thank you so much. It's like your name was just calling out, so your mum was just like, get her. Adrian, blessed to be here, first time watching you. Okay, let's do Adrian. Can we stop on Adrian? So guys, remember, please do keep commenting. Send me emojis, send me love hearts, send me lots of love. Hopefully some of you are sending my mum healing for her back. Mum, pop on there and let us know, or my sister, pop on there and let us know if your back's starting to feel better. You never know, the healing might have got to you quite quick. So in the meantime, guys, whilst I'm just pulling a card for Adrian, if you keep commenting and I will get back to you. Okay, I'm really drawn to I'm drawn to draw two cards for you, Adrian. Get my words out. Okay, so what you have here, let me just get more comfortable. Okay, so what you've got here, Adrian, is you have 9 of Wands, okay? So what this is representing to you, again, Wands is all about sort of goals and achievements, things that you are looking to do or things that you have to do or want to do, okay? So what's going on here is the 9 is very much the light being number. It's also the number for light workers, okay? So 9 is very representative of someone who is very spiritual and using their spiritual energy to really work for the best of them. It can also represent loved ones on the other side who are working or sending their energy, their spiritual energy to us to help us move forward, okay? I feel that I'm being told that this situation or goals is regarding like work, because I'm very drawn to say that I feel you have guides helping you to move forward through work because there's been confusion with work situations. I feel that it's been stressful. I feel that it's just been very, I want to say boring. Have you been quite bored during your work situation? Would that make sense to you? What else are they saying? Has this been a bit I see that there's two people on your picture. Is this is this someone who you're with in this picture in a relationship? Because I'm very drawn, and you've also got the lovers card here. So what I'm getting is that I feel like there was maybe some complications, or there was maybe a bit of stress which spread into a relationship, if that would make sense, and it caused a little bit of tension. But what I can actually see from this, so if you're not in a relationship, there's one coming, okay? But if you are in a relationship, then actually this is a very, very good relationship. It's a very loving relationship. It's very equal, but you have the lovers, so it's exciting as well. This is someone who you feel very, very connected to. So if there has been some stresses, or there has been some difficulties or some tension in a relationship or from one party of the relationship, actually it's going to be okay. This is the number 6 as well. So 6 is the contract number. So this will also represent that this person coming in, or who's there, you was meant to meet. You was meant to meet them in your contract, okay? So if there is a strong bond there, it will also, that will make sense because they have been written into your contract. Hopefully that made sense for you. I'm not seeing any clarification comments from you. Let me know. Okay, so you've put, I don't have a job at the moment due to the pandemic. Is that why I was getting bored? Is that why I was getting this boredom coming in? Because I felt that I felt really like a bored feeling that you was holding within you. But don't worry, because I was feeling stresses around job, okay? So that 9 of Wands, your loved ones, the universe is helping you with your goals, and it is around the work situation, okay? So they will be helping you to move forward in finding something that you do like, and this stress is going to start being relieved from you, okay? February is also coming in very, very strong for you significantly with regards to changes. So you will have a job soon. It will be before February, but February is coming in very, very strongly with regards to feeling a lot better, like financially, okay? So, okay, the other person in my photo is passed on, brother, but I am in a relationship. Right, okay, let me see. That's interesting because I was really, really drawn to the man in the photo. Okay, so can you just, I'll just connect, I'll see if I can connect to your brother. And can you please just let me know if any of that made sense with regards to your relationship? And then I'll see. Okay, so I'm just asking your brother to just step forward for a moment, okay? And I've got a really, really fun energy coming in with this man, okay? He just makes me want to smile. He makes me want to chuckle. I feel like he took the mick out of you quite a lot, but it was in a loving way. It was always in a loving way. So I feel like you had that type of relationship where it was quite bantery, and you used to sort of like banter off of each other. He's making me aware that he wasn't always there, so I feel like he might have been away for periods of time. I've got some stuff going on with my throat as well, so I feel that he possibly did have issues with his throat, because I'm now feeling like I can't speak properly and like I need to clear my throat. I've also gone quite lightheaded as well. So he was definitely impacted with the throat and also very lightheaded. So let me just see. He's making me aware. Let me know if any of this is right, Adrian. But he is making me aware that he was gone for periods of time. Okay. Me and my partner have been getting along great. Yeah, okay. I thought that because of the lovers card, okay. He was gone for periods of time, so you didn't get to see him all the time. Although when you did see your brother, actually you always did get on. He is talking of one argument though, that it did take, I'm not sure if it was between you and him or someone else and him, but there was an argument that did take its toll, if that makes sense. I keep hearing an argument that took its toll. I feel it took its toll on him. Would that make sense to you? Let me know. You said that sounds like him. I just feel like lots of people liked him, and I just feel like he had a really good energy and lots of people like being around him. But I feel it was quite a shock. Was it quite a shock when he passed? Would that make sense to you? I'm just going to take a glug of water. Let me know. Can't see any clarifications, but let me see if he's got any other messages for you, Adrian. No, she doesn't. Okay, so if I don't get any sort of clarification soon, I do have to move on. So what I'll do is I will leave all of his love there with you. Please do get back to me if any of those other bits I said was true, like about the taking its toll on him. There was a bit of a fallout, that type of thing. Yeah, let me know. And I'm going to move on, but I will leave all of his love with you. So can you please, oh, I feel like the argument part was his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, did that really take its toll on him? Because I feel like there was just something that really he couldn't shake, he couldn't get past it. Does that make sense to you? I gotta be honest, he keeps showing me a baby. Yes, he was lovely to be and was unexpected person. Yeah, I felt definitely unexpected. It was definitely a shock for people, and I feel like a lot of people were very, very upset. I feel like he was quite popular, and there was a lot of people who was very, very saddened by his passing. He's making me aware of a baby, and I was also feeling like I've had a baby, so I know what it feels like. So I was feeling sort of like pregnancy sort of pains in my womb area. So what is he meaning by the baby? Did he have a baby? Can you let me know? If it's not him, it's maybe your baby or a baby very close to the family in the family. But he is making me aware of this baby, and I see this baby really glowing, and there's lots of love for this baby or around this baby because he's acknowledging the baby. Let me know. I'll wait just a little bit longer, but if I don't get any more clarification, I'll have to move on. So guys, I hope you are enjoying my messages tonight. Please do keep joining in, keep sharing. Okay, so Adrian, if you do give me clarification, please do, but I'm going to move on now because I can't see any more comments coming through. But thank you so much for letting me read for you and connect to your brother. See, it was like I was so drawn to that picture, and it just goes to show they really pull you in, don't they? I love having Richard just chatting in my ear. So so Jane G, hello, thank you so much for joining. Rebecca Briggs, hey, thank you for joining in. KJ Tinkle, thanks for joining in. Sound like a fairy. Abby Jones finally figured out how to use YouTube. Oh, bless you. Well, at least now you know, so you can join in lots more of the shows. Okay, so Richard's just asked me to let you guys know that there's two options to chat. So there's the live chat, and then there's what's the other chat? Sorry, Richard. The top chat. So the top chat is a default chat. So you would need to change it to the live option. Is that correct, Richard? Okay, so if you're getting a little bit confused, that's what you've got to do. Okay, so it's stuck on, can we just go, Pamela, can I bribe you, Elly, with a starburst? Oh, bless. Can we just go back to the one that was just before that comment? Because we were stuck on that. I think it was Abby, and we was on her name for a while. So I feel like I was starting to pick stuff up about her, and a card also fell out as well. Hey, Danielle. Hope you're well. Thank you for just joining. Please stick around. Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining in as well. Please do continue to join. So Rich is just trying to find Abby's comment again, so I can just redirect back to that energy. because sometimes what happens if a name's stuck on there for a while, I start getting it, and then it moves forward, and I'm doing a reading, but it's for the person who was before. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're back on Abby Jones. So this card fell out whilst your name was on there, and it's the 10 of Cups. Okay, so what you have coming in, Abby, is there is a completion regarding an emotional situation that's been going on for you. Okay, it is in the home, or it's regarding a home, life, house situation. Okay, I am hearing a moving. So have you just moved, or are you wanting to move? Is there things that are feeling unsettled within the home? It feels like stuff's sort of like broken down a little bit for you, Abby. And but what I'm being told is that actually there is completion coming in regarding this emotional experience, because it feels like you've been quite bogged down. It feels like you've been wanting to sort of, you've been longing and asking, oh, when are things going to change? When is this going to happen? And you've been feeling quite stagnant or like stuck. Would that make sense to you, Abby? Let me know. Because if it doesn't, I'll have to move on. But just let me know. And Adrian, I'm so glad to hear that you were pregnant. And actually, that makes sense because I was getting pregnancy pains. So thank you for that clarification. His girlfriend and him moved to a different state, and their relationship was really toxic. I felt like he lived away. He ended up leaving her and moved back home with family, and he passed 2 weeks after he moved back home. That is what he was meaning when he said it took its toll on him, because he kept saying there was an argument, a disagreement with someone. He said before that there was distance, or that he didn't always live near you. He was away for periods of time, and that he had some argument. It took its toll on him. So, okay, thank you so much for that clarification. I think from the way he's chatting, Adrian, it's very clear that he is there very strongly. Because I was doing you a card at first, and then you said about your brother, so I connected with your brother and was able to get him quite quickly. So hopefully that can give you comfort and show that he is very much there, very, very strong with his energy. So thank you for that clarification. Okay, Abby, so you've put you're happy at home, would love to move one day though. Okay, so what is this situation that's going on with you emotionally? There's been quite some strong emotions going on for you. If it's not you, it's regarding another female very, very close to you. Okay, so maybe it's someone that you've been guiding or helping, or maybe it's someone that you've been slightly impacted by because of this sort of strong emotional thing, because you have a completion coming. So whether this is you or for someone else, there's definite completion coming around this. Okay, so I'm going to pop that back in. Let me know if that made sense. If it didn't, it may have been for someone else. So if that made sense to someone else regarding feeling stagnated in the home and feeling a bit bogged down and stuff, let me know. So we will move on now. So thank you so much for joining in, Abby. Can we move on to someone else? Adrian, thank you so very much for connecting. Elly, what a beautiful person. Oh, bless. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, he's got a lovely, lovely energy. So know that he's always with you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Richard has to put a new battery in his mouth because it's coming through a bit slow. Okay, so thank you so much for the emojis, Lauren. Gonna see who I'm drawn to. Alison Barton. Can we stop with her? Ooh. So Abby's put it could be your sister. Yeah, it could very well be. Okay, so Alison Barton, you had 2 cards like fly out for you. She just moved business premises. Okay, yeah, that could well be what it was representing then. And if you guys have a strong bond and very close, then you know, sometimes a lot of people pick up on stuff about my twin sister in my readings, so it can happen because your energy is connected. Okay, so as a Martin, I was very drawn to you, and there was straight away, as soon as I looked at your picture, there was straight away a female coming through for you, and I feel like a very sort of like motherly energy again from this female, and I feel like she was like, oh, okay, very, very again, a chirpy lady. I feel like she liked to have a giggle and a chuckle. I feel like yeah, such a warm, loving energy from her. She didn't take life too seriously, and I feel like especially as she got older, she took her life less seriously. Would that make sense to you? Quite a spiritual being as well. I feel like she was quite into sort of spiritual things, maybe even if she didn't realize, but actually she had quite good spiritual energy when she was alive. I'll read your cards in a moment, but I picked up on her straight away. I keep hearing dog and cat, so I feel that there's a dog and a cat with her in spirit, or that she's referring to a dog and a cat, okay, that are significant to her or to you. But she keeps saying she's got the dog, she's got the dog. So I definitely feel like this dog is possibly in spirit, okay? She does keep going on about her back. So no, this isn't about my mum. I've got a different thing coming in, but she keeps going on about her back. So she keeps doing things like, oh, my back, like leaning over. And I feel like she would used to sort of be like, oh gosh, my back, and complain about her back. But again, as I said, she didn't actually take life too seriously. I do also feel like she quite liked to tipple as well, because I keep hearing, oh, I like to tipple, that type of thing. So she liked to have a little bit of a drink. That's my mum. She had a wicked sense of humour. Yeah, I know she did, because she came in straight away and was like, oh, like, you know, just sort of like laughing and joking and just sort of moving her hand like that. And she's just very, very funny, but she keeps going on about her back. So I feel like she did have issues with her back. I feel like there was maybe once where she hurt her back and she couldn't get back up, and that maybe, was it you who had to help her get back up, or that there's just something about her not being able to get back up. So can you remember that memory? Can you take what I'm talking about with regards to that? She's also showing me her feet. So never had a cat, but did dog. Okay. So thank you for that. And the dog's passed over. Am I correct in thinking the dog's passed over, Alison? Because she was saying she's got the dog. She's got the dog. You're the one with the bad back. Okay. Can you take that memory? Have you had something recently where you've sort of, you know, not been able to get back up, or you've pulled something's happened there? Okay, so is there two ladies coming in then? Because there's definitely someone here who like to have a tipple. So can you think back to an older person possibly in the family, who maybe a generation above your mum, who like to have a tipple? Because I was definitely getting someone in who liked to have a little tipple, not massively, but they just like to have, like, was it like a little sherry or something, maybe on a special occasion? Okay. Yes, dog's been gone over a year. Oh, black dog. She was also showing me her feet, so I feel like she did have some issues with her feet. Or again, is this you with your feet? Let me know. But very, very chatty. I feel like she's showing me so much, and I'm trying to sort of, like, you know, get her to slow down a little bit. My back is always bad. So if she's bringing that up, then Alison, she'll be wanting to let you know that she's aware of your back situation, okay? And she is really giving you that support and that guidance regarding this. She tells me that she comes to you at night as well. She comes to you in your dreams, and she's watching over you whilst you sleep. She's got such a loving energy towards you and for you. Can't think of any of her family who drank, but my aunt liked a sherry. Yeah. It's, yeah, tipple. Yeah, tipple was a sherry. Yeah, so that's why I said tipple and then sherry. Yeah, because I thought that as well. So sorry, I've just got Richard saying that's what they used to call a tipple, was a sherry. um so as I said, I definitely felt that there was another female with her, okay, who liked the tipple. So that would make sense if this is your auntie as well, okay? Your feet. What's going on with your feet? Because she was showing me an image of feet, and I felt like had they got quite swollen, and I'm wondering, I don't know. I feel like they're quite sore. I feel like there's been some issues. Maybe they've changed a bit of shape. Maybe there's some bunions or something that hurt on your feet. But she's very, very aware of the feet situation. Okay. She's also saying, I'm not sure if this is you in the picture that I can see on YouTube, but I can see that in this picture, this person has glasses. And what she was saying to me is the eyes need checking. Get the glasses changed or get the glasses checked. That's what she was saying. So whether that's for you or not, or for the person in the picture, but she kept saying, get the eyes checked, get the glasses checked. Let me know. I'll stop for a moment, because when I get going, I just go and I go fast. And sometimes Richard's like, slow down. He is like, you're talking so fast. It froze for you. Oh no, how gutting, because everyone else is saying that it's fine their end, but it just froze for you. Yeah. Okay, so I have a bit of arthritis in my feet. Yes, it's me in the pic. Okay, that's what I thought. I did feel like it was you in the picture. Okay, so that would make sense then, because it's with the bones in your feet. Okay. So what about your glasses, Alison? Have you been needing to get them checked or changed? She's also talking about appointments. Is there an appointment coming up for you? Is it a doctor's appointment? Because yeah, she's coming up with that for you. I'll just actually read you your cards because two did come out. You've got Eight of Pentacles, had new glasses this year, but I think need checking again. Yeah, check them again because that's what she's telling you. You've got Eight of Pentacles here, okay? So this is very much talking of Pentacles is finances, career, and it's very much talking about something that you have been working really hard at. So maybe you feel like you've been working a lot or working very hard, but actually also it is something that you do enjoy as well. So it's talking of you putting all your efforts into what you enjoy doing, okay? And then you had the High Priestess fly out as well. So what this is saying actually is that the High Priestess is all about sort of like nurturing, mothering, sort of getting really sort of grounded and really in tune with like who you are. And actually, I think that she's trying to do that with you. I think your mum is trying to help you gain more groundedness, because I think that you haven't been that grounded recently. So certain things haven't felt like as clear as maybe what they did in the past for you. So she's just trying to bring that clarity back for you, but she wants you to know that it's okay to be in a little bit of a crossroads, because actually clarity is coming. Okay, so you've put you need to make a doctor's appointment. So it feels like your mum's basically come in and just basically got a bit of a checklist for you, and she's like, right, get your glasses sorted, sort out your doctor's appointment, do this, do that, do this. And that's very much like what mums do, isn't it? But so she's just basically, that's what her message is. She's just coming in to just basically be like, get this sorted, get it done. But no, she's a lovely lady. If you want to put any more clarification on here, just feel free to whack it on there and let me know. But I'm going to leave all her love with you now and move on to someone else. So thanks so much for joining in. Let's see who else we've got. Oh, bless. Oh, thank you, Shelley, for that comment. I'm just looking at all the comments for a moment. Can we go back to Suru? Is that okay, Richard? So you lost your mum 5 months ago. Let's see what comes in. Let's see if she's here. Okay, so with this lady, I've asked if your mum will step forward to speak to you, Sue. And as she stepped forward, I got, as you've been watching some of the other ladies that have been coming through, they've been very characterful, quite loud, quite bossy. Whereas this lady, I got a really sort of like quite quiet energy from her. Quite I'm not sure if she was shy, but it was just quite sort of like quiet sort of energy. But again, very, very soft, very, very gentle energy coming from this lady. Let me see if this is definitely your mum. I do feel that this is your mum, and let's see what she's got to say, or if she can give us some significance. Okay, let's see what she's got to say, and if she's got any significance she'd like to share with us. On that comment, Richard, was there butterflies? Yes, there's butterflies. Okay, because it was interesting because she kept showing me butterflies. So I know you've put it in an emoji, but do you believe that when a butterfly appears, your loved ones are near? Does that make sense to you, Sue? Because it feels really significant that you put butterflies on there. Let me see what else she's got to say. Has your dad passed over, Suru? Let me know. Let me know, because I feel that she's talking of a man that she's with. Okay. Oh, bless. Okay, thank you so much, Alison, for the clarifications that you've been given. So, Sue, let me know. What's going on here is I felt drawn to read for you and to see if I could connect to your mum. But what I'm getting is it's a very quiet energy coming through from your mum. So I'm just asking if she'll give me some significance, because the others, they, as you saw, they give quite strong significance. But what I'm feeling is maybe because it's not been too long since your mum passed, I feel like she's probably still working through some stuff. Okay, she is making me aware that there is a man with her in spirit. And I'm wondering, maybe your dad, maybe her dad, okay? But this man, I keep seeing that he had like a bit of a peaky hat that he used to wear when he was younger. And I also want to say he's got like a moustache. He did have a moustache. And I also feel like he smoked. Maybe it was a pipe that he smoked. But this man was taller than her, and he's definitely with her too here in spirit, and she's wanting to let you know that she's reconnected with him. I feel he passed before her. Again, I've got a dog coming in as well with your mum. There's a dog around them, so I feel that at some stage there was there's lots of dogs tonight. From some stage there was a dog in the family that was very well loved, and she's sort of connected with this dog. Let me see. Yeah, I just keep seeing birds and butterflies and ladybirds and things like that. So I kind of feel like saying to you, have you had, since your mum's passed, have you had like quite a few sort of birds really make themselves known to you, or land near you? Or have you noticed some of these things? Because it makes me feel like it's signs, and birds actually do represent messengers from spirit as well. So I feel inclined to say to you, please go and Google the different symbolisms of these different birds and creatures that you see, because actually they all have a meaning and they are all signs for you. Okay, she's talking about the car with you as well, Sue. So let's see. I I feel like crying in the car. Was you crying in the car recently or the other day? Or someone crying in the car, because she's talking about someone crying in the car. Okay, let me know, because she's aware of this. She knows that this was happening. I'm not getting too much back, so I can't continue if I don't get much back. So let me know if any of this is making sense. But what I can see is yeah, very soft, very quiet. That's what I was just going to say. That's why it's sort of coming through, and it seems like it's coming through slower, but it's not. It's just because actually she was just very quiet, gentle lady. But there is a lot of love in her heart. Okay, there's a lot of love in her soul for you. It, like, she's wanting to move you forward. She knows it's been very difficult, but she's also saying that you knew that it was going to happen. Would this make sense? So that would either mean that she was possibly deteriorating in health, or you felt strongly that something was going to happen. Would this make sense to you? Because she's talking of that you knew. Okay, so even though you knew, it's still been very hard. Let me know. I feel like I'm shouting really loud. Am I talking really loud, Richard? It's because one of the sides isn't working as good as this side. So it's making my hearing a bit disjointed. She loved them. Yes, it does. I'm not sure what that's regarding, Sue. And she's put, yes, he has. I'm not sure what that's regarding. Is this regarding your dad who's passed? Let me know, because if you're going to give clarification, guys, I need it more specific so I know exactly what I've got right, so I know I'm on the right track, and so also so others can see what I'm getting right as well. So let me know. And guys, I hope that you're enjoying this show tonight. I really, really appreciate people coming on and supporting me and supporting Spiritual Psychics TV. So please do continue to support us and support Richard, because it just helps us mediums and us psychics get ourselves out there more and sort of showcase what we can do. And also it's just lovely connecting to people and connecting to people's loved ones. Okay, I'm not getting anything much back. So what I'm going to do, Sue, is I'm going to move on. But if you do want to give clarification, then that's fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me to connect to her. Know that she's with you and she's sending all her love. Okay. So, Richard, should we move on to someone else? Okay. Let's do Pamela Roger then. Okay. Hi, Jennifer McCarty. Thanks so much for joining in. And to Jane again, hello, thank you so much for joining. Okay, guys, let me know if you're enjoying this show. Let me know if you're enjoying the messages. Pamela, so you are on your bended knees, willing for your parents to come through, please. So that actually was a rhyme. You just did a rhyme there. Okay, so it was on the bended knees, that bit. That's what made me stop at you and give you a reading. Okay, so let's just sit here for a moment and connect to your parents. Okay, so I feel your dad coming through first, okay? And I do feel like your mum is coming through as well, but your dad, his energy is slightly closer at the moment. So I'm going to work with your dad first, and then hopefully your mum will come step forward a bit closer. So what I'm getting with your dad is straight away I got hardworking, very hardworking man coming in, okay? Quite a traditional man as well. So I feel he was very, very much like about providing, protector of the home, of the kids, of the family, of his wife, that type of thing. And I've got a very loving energy, very, very hardworking, very determined, okay? I want to say if he didn't have his own business, he should have, because the energy that I feel with his hardworking is like he would have been very, very good at that. But I keep wanting to move my hands and stuff, so it makes me feel like he definitely was more sort of like manual and used his hands with his work. Okay, very sort of like DIY orientated, quite good like around the house and quite good at fixing things, making things, that type of thing. Also cars, I'm seeing cars, so maybe he was quite good with engineering or knocking about with cars, fixing things. It's like he feels like the type of person to me that he could put his hand to anything, give it a go, and do a decent job or a really good job. The reason why I feel like he's coming through first is because I feel like in your mum and dad's relationship, I feel like maybe he was a bit more confident than your mum, maybe he was a bit louder than your mum, but I do see your mum coming forward. But I feel like the way they sort of placed themselves was, your mum, I feel, was also very sort of traditional like that, where it was very much, she would be very much about your dad, very much about the husband, you know, for the family. All of you guys come first before her. But again, a very sweet natured lady coming in, quieter energy than your dad that I can feel. Did your dad pass first? Would this make sense? And then your mum? Which way around was it? Because that's what I feel. Again, though, I do feel like they did clash as well. So sometimes I do feel like your mum could be quite pissed off with your dad, because again, I feel like your dad, because I feel like your dad did like to have a bit of a lark about, and sometimes your mum would feel like he wasn't taking things seriously, and then he'd be like, ah, you're too serious, that type of thing. But actually, they did have a good relationship. They did make it work, and they did get on. Um, they tell me that there's quite a lot with them. There's quite a lot of people past who were with them. So I feel whether it's you who's had a big family or they had quite a lot of family members. But they're saying there's a whole load of them there. Yeah, he was hardworking and he did have his own. That's what I felt was a self-employment. No, he was good. I've missed that first bit, sorry. I missed that clarification. No, he was good at others doing it for him. Okay, and he did pass first. Okay, thank you so much for that clarification. Can you take what I've said about your mum as well? Let's see. I keep seeing a yeah, she would get past him. Okay, I keep seeing like a woodland area. Okay, so they're showing me sort of, it's a bit of like I'm gonna have to try and explain this now, but it's a bit of like a clearing, and there's some tall trees, and I feel like this is somewhere where they like to visit, or maybe they had a dog and like to walk the dog there, but maybe they live near there. But they're definitely showing me this. Okay, and I feel that this was quite a special place. I'm quite drawn to your mum with this area. Okay, I'm also wondering, was one of them or both of them cremated? Is there some sort of cremation here? Because it's making me think of like when you spread ashes in a special area as well. um and now I'm seeing sort of like a pot where, I'm not sure if this is the ashes, the, I don't know what they call them, the what's it called, Richard, again? Is it the thing that they put the ashes in the box? Oh, someone, and that's it. I was like, for God's sakes, what is it called again? Because I felt like I was either seeing that, or it's like a pot that some ashes has been put in, and sort of buried in there, if that makes sense. We lived in the countryside. Okay, she was quieter than him. Okay, thank you so much for that. I feel like your mum was very like, because I felt like she had like a, I'm not sure if it was a pinny, but definitely something where she would clean, and she would put this on to sort of keep her clothes safe while she was cleaning. That's what I was sort of seeing. I definitely see her like in the kitchen quite a bit. So she was very much like about the house, really like to keep her house together, like to do all of that type of thing. And I know she'd get pissed off with your dad. Am I allowed to say that word, Richard? Sorry, didn't mean to say that, but I know she'd get angry or fed up with your dad sometimes. But actually, she quite enjoyed being the mum and being the wife and doing all of that. Um, they're telling me that there has been some both cremated. Yeah, okay, that's what I felt. Thank you so much for the clarification. They are bringing me to you now, Pamela, and they're telling me that there has been some. No, they didn't have an urn. They were sprinkled on the lawn. Oh, bless. Okay, okay. What's this pot then? Because now I was seeing like a pot. It was almost like a flower pot, brown flower pot, where I felt something was buried in or planted. Let me know what that is. Maybe your mum liked to do in the garden, that type of thing. So going back to you, Pamela, I kept hearing drained, drained. So they're talking of you being drained. They feel that you've been quite stressed and drained. It's almost like I feel like something's on your head and it's like pulling you back. You're trying to move forward, but it's just like the cogs going round, and it's like it just feels hard. Everyone's sort of quite tired at the moment, and I feel like you've been feeling that, and it's like something's pulling your head back, and you just can't seem to like get the energy to move forward. Okay, so again, Christmas is around the corner, so they're really, really wanting you to really get involved with the Christmas feelings and just really sort of relax and enjoy your Christmas. Okay, do you work? Are you going to be working over Christmas? Let me know, because I felt that was coming in. Let me know. I can't see any other clarification as of yet. So guys, thank you again so much for joining in. Can't think what that can be. Which bit? which bit are you meaning the brown pot? It was like a brown plant pot. Has someone, it almost felt like, because it came up with the cremated with the ashes comments, okay, so it felt like this brown pot is something to do with someone in the family has planted something. Maybe it wasn't the ashes, but maybe it was something that was planted in a special memory of your mum or your dad or both of them. Let me know. Yes, lots of headaches. No, I am disabled. Okay, so those headaches will be doing. That's why I was very drawn to your head. Okay, so what is this feeling of sort of like hard work over Christmas? Because that's why I asked if you worked, because I've got this hard work over Christmas feeling coming in. So maybe you're not because they were saying they want you to just really chill over Christmas. So maybe that's what it's meaning, is just, it doesn't have to be difficult. Let me know, and I will move on in just a moment as well. Is my mum and sister still there, I wonder? Is my mum's back feeling better? My back is feeling a lot better. Thank you for the healing. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Oh, I love my mum. Love you, mum. Everyone loves their mum, don't they? Oh, bless. Okay, so I'm not getting any more clarification from you, Pamela. Gosh, I've just noticed my hair. It's a bit crazy tonight, guys. Could be roses that was planted. Yeah, there was definitely something that was planted that they are referring to, okay? It feels like one of those, it feels special. It felt like it was significant for them. Good. Yeah, Richard's just sort of suggested spiritual growth as well, planting the seed to move forward. That could definitely be something as well. And that makes sense, Richard, actually, because I know, Pamela, you have headaches, but I was really feeling like something was pulling you back. And obviously, Richard, you've just said spiritual growth to go forward. So that would actually make sense as well. Yeah. You should come on here and do some readings, Richard. But you are actually quite in tune. Okay, so Pamela, yes, I plan on spiritual work during the holidays. Okay, so that's brilliant. So, pardon? Yeah, spiritual energy, busy. But what they were saying was that it doesn't have to be hard work. Okay, so there's something that you've been feeling is hard work, or maybe you've been getting annoyed because you haven't been getting to it. Okay, but actually what they're saying is like, don't worry, literally just enjoy it. They really want you to enjoy Christmas. And you know what, Christmas is actually a really spiritual time. Yes, I know it's obviously there is lots of links to sort of the religious side of it in spirituality in that sense, but also it's just a very, very spiritual period of time, energetically and things like that as well. And know as well that yes, our loved ones are always here with us. They are always here, but at Christmas time it just feels really so much more important that we feel them and that they are with us. One thing I love about Christmas is all the bookings that start coming in. Everyone who books, they're wanting mediumship readings rather than readings about their future or their life. It's like they're wanting to connect with their special people who have passed, because Christmas makes you think of love, or Christmas makes you feel like you miss people, so they really, really want you to enjoy Christmas, Pamela. Okay, so my artwork keep meaning to do it. Oh, bless, that's interesting, because I was very drawn to the sort of trees behind you. Is that some of your artwork, that that art behind you in the picture? Because it's really nice. I was very drawn to the colors in it. But again, let them help you do your artwork. Channel that energy through your artwork. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there with you, Pamela, and I'm going to move on to someone else. Thank you so much for letting me connect to them. Hopefully that's helped, and hopefully that's given you some comfort this evening. So, anyone else to say hello to? Okay, cool. Hello. Okay, so tomorrow morning we have guided meditation with Leslie Knight from 11:30 a.m. UK time. So if you want to receive some nice meditation, please do join in that. Then we have the Christmas special, The Universe According to Richard and Kate, this Friday at 8 p.m. So make sure you join in that, because obviously Christmas specials are always super cool. So this is Richard who's talking to me now, who's doing this, and Kate Buxton. And then Saturday night at 8 p.m, we have a demonstration of mediumship with Sam Pert as well. So please do join in that. And you never know, you may get another lovely message, or maybe if you haven't got one tonight, you may be picked that on Saturday. So please do join in. And guys, thank you so much for all your support. So we also have a divine service with Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. This week's guest is Ian Mason, and this is from Sunday from 11 p.m. 11 a.m. UK time. don't usually have those services at 11 p.m. at night, but hey ho, you never know. Okay, so guys, as I was saying, thank you so much for joining in. We really appreciate all of your support. Thank you, certainly has. I really miss them. You want your starburst, Ellie? Yes, please, Pamela, I really do. Okay, cool. So any other comments coming through? Okay, so apparently it's lots of mum comments coming in. Yes, I can. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I just got a big shiver. Okay, let's stay on this one then. Sorry guys, that was like really like, oh, but it just came on really suddenly. So KJ Tinkle, let me know if you are here. This name, as I said earlier, does make me think of a fairy. Is that why you put your name like that? Okay, so yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I understand about that. Okay, so it was stuck on your name for a while, KJ. So I know that obviously your mum's passed over, so so I felt a really big like, you know, it made me quite cold, and that's fine, because some spirit come through cold, some come through warm. It doesn't mean anything bad or anything like that, but she definitely stepped in. So let's see what she's got to say to you. Okay, so the first thing I've got coming through with your mum, KJ, is I kept hearing like a very sort of heroic energy, the word heroic. Okay, so this makes me feel like she was a fighter. So whether that was her energy when she was alive and she was well, she was very much like a determined lady, a fighter, or whether she was actually a fighter near the end of her life, which I feel she did get poorly. So I don't feel like it was it sudden? No, I don't feel like it was sudden. I feel like it was poorly, and she went, and her body started to deteriorate. But I literally feel like she fought till the end, like she didn't give up. I feel very positive energy from her. So I do feel like she tried to be as positive as she could, and I feel like she did put that over you as well, because I feel like you have tried to continue that. You've tried to continue being positive, although I do feel like it has been hard for you at times. She keeps talking about diary. So I feel like it's either you that's written in your diary about her, or that she kept a diary, and maybe you found a diary and you like to write, or she liked to write. Yeah, because she keeps talking to me now about books and stuff. Book. So definitely reading and writing was quite a big thing for her, or for you. I feel like it was a bit of both, to be honest. You put she was a fighter. Yeah, that I definitely felt that. Heroic was the first word I heard. Very determined, and yes, fighter towards the end. Was you there with her? Was you there with her when she passed? Because I feel that you were, or it was very close to her passing. You write diaries. Okay, thank you so much for that clarification. And you've written about her. Am I right in thinking that you've written about her and you're always writing? Yay, a lady after my own heart. I've always written and I love writing. But you've written about her. She loved books. Yeah, I know that because she was showing me books and reading. Thank you so much for the clarification. Excuse me. She's saying that she loved what you wrote about her, was always reading. Yeah, I felt that. What she's saying is, yes, I was. I'm not sure what that bit responds to, but thank you for your fast clarifications back. She's saying she loved what you wrote about her. You wrote something for her. Maybe this was to do with her eulogy as well. I used to write her a lot. Okay. But there's something in particular. It's like a poem. It's like a poem or some sort of rhyme that you created. And what she's saying to me is, I feel like this possibly was quite soon after she passed that you wrote this, and you wrote it for her. And it was about her, and it was about the essence of her. And she loved it. She literally loved it. Okay, you've put, oh, I'm glad. So I'm guessing that's meaning that that's correct. But when you was writing this one particular poem or this one particular piece, like, oh, it just makes me want to cry because it's got so much feeling in it. Gosh, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going to start crying. It's got so much feeling in it, in my heart. Yes, I did write the poem. Okay. And I feel like you was breaking down. I feel like you was crying when you wrote this. You were proper crying. It was like the tears were coming out when you wrote this. Does this make sense? Because she knows, sorry, it's got all stuck in my thing, because she knows this. Yeah, correct. Wow, I'm so happy. She knows this. She was with you. She was with you so strongly and powerfully when you was writing this, and she's always with you. And she is just so grateful for the things that you have written. I don't really know what else to say because I just feel like I'm going to burst out crying. Let's see. You're nearly crying. Yeah, I know it's because the energy, I can feel that energy very strongly. Yes, she was crying. Yeah, I know because she was showing me. Absolutely spot on. Okay, thank you for your clarification. And did you always wonder? Did you always wonder if she was there with you? Because that's what she's saying. She's saying that it's like you did know that she was there, but it was also in a bit of a time where you were feeling quite desperate for her. Because I feel a bit of like, where you're in such a grief-stricken place and you're just feeling like that desperation of needing them or wanting them. Okay, I'm not sure what that comment represents. That last comment. Let me know. Yes, always. I'm not sure what that's significant to, which bit that's significant to. But you felt her. Okay, yeah, because that's what she was saying, and you do feel her going forward. I feel like you heard her. Okay, cool. Did you smell her as well? Can I just ask, did you smell her? Because I just got a whiff of perfume, so I feel that you smell her perfume or soap, perfume, soap, or perfume that she used to wear. But she's going back to sort of the end of her days now when she was alive, and she's making me aware when she brought that the smell in. Yeah, she was desperate for it. Yeah, I know that, and she knows that because she was showing me that. But she's talking about the more end of her life, and I feel like she didn't like the fact that she couldn't use her smellies that she liked to use. Yes, you did smell her. Yeah, that's what I felt. You're very strong with your senses as well, by the way, because if you're getting all of this stuff, you smoke, you smell as part. Okay, because you seem to have a lot of clairs working for you. Okay, and to be honest, like with how you've put your name, it keeps making me think of fairy, so that automatically makes me think you're a pretty spiritual person anyway. So let's see, can you refer to what I said regarding near her end of life, where she didn't like the fact that I feel like she couldn't wash herself or she couldn't clean herself very well, so I feel that did get to her near towards the end of her life. She keeps going on about this soap, a certain type of soap. It's like quite an old-fashioned soap, and she always used to buy it, even when new soaps or better soaps came in. Would this make sense? Yeah, it makes sense why you're working on your mediumship, because you've got this strong senses. So definitely continue with that, because there's something there in there for you to discover. You will be a strong medium for sure. And she's going to help you. She's going to help you with your mediumship and your connections. Yeah, she was in a lot of pain. What is that soap? I can't remember the name of it, but it's got a real distinct smell. Don't know about soap. Is that what it is? It's like a real sort of, yeah. What's it pronounced again, Richard? Oil of Ulay. Is that it? She's saying she doesn't know about the soap, but it's, or is this their grandmother? This could be linked to an older female, maybe your mum's mum, um, who used to really like using this one particular soap, and it was always, and it's like a type of soap that you would resonate with a loved one. Would this make sense to you? She couldn't do a lot. Yeah, I did see that, because I did see the deterioration with her, KJ, and obviously, as she said, but she still fought. She was still a fighter. She still wanted to try and remain as positive and with dignity, as much dignity as she could. So what I'm going to do is, I think the main message here for you, yeah, she used that oil of Ulay. Yeah, so again, Richard, you should do readings. But that's what I was sort of feeling, was this one thing that she liked to use very, very often. And it was like, you know how sort of you get your old granny or your grandmother, or sort of the older generation, they very much like to use the same things, don't they? Whereas sort of in the new generation, we're always trying out new things. But that's what I was getting about this soap stuff coming in. May have been my Dan, I don't know about her really. I wasn't close to my nan, sorry. Yeah, that's no problem. Sometimes they come through and we're not always going to know who they are, because we didn't have that bond or didn't get to physically know them for too long, but that's okay. But the overall message from this, KJ, is that she wanted to say about what you wrote for her, and she was so touched. Her soul was so touched by what you have written about her and for her, and she was 100% there for you, and knows and is fully guiding you. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure she's still right. Yeah, she is 100% guiding you. So I'm going to leave her love with you. Thank you so much for letting me connect to her. I really enjoyed that, and I really felt that as well in my heart. So there's so much love there. So thank you so much for letting me connect with your mum. So Richard, is it okay? Should we get some people to ask some questions now? Is that okay? So, okay, so guys, we've still got some time for some questions. So if you have a particular question that you feel you really want answering, please start popping your questions on there, and I will go to who I'm drawn to with regards to your questions. It's so funny, because I always get my cards, but I just always end up doing the spirit connection. I just love the spirit connection, and that's what I mean. It's just so natural. It just happens so quickly. So I think that's just the way I got to go. Although I do really love doing cards as well. Thank you so much. This has made my day. I hope others get a message from their lovers. Oh, bless. I'm so glad. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for joining in and for showing support. Please do join in on other shows by Spiritual Psychics TV as well. Sorry, guys. I keep pushing myself up in the chair. Okay, so when I start seeing your questions coming through, I will answer some questions. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you everyone for saying lovely message. Oh. Oh, I'm just reading all your messages, saying beautiful messages. I think this is what it's nice about these types of things as well, is even if not all of you are regulars, it's like people just come together. And what I find, and doing lives on my own pages and stuff as well, is what I find that like people actually enjoy sitting there and listening to other people's messages, even if they're not getting picked or having a message for themselves. And I love that, that actually people want to spend their time actually listening to other people's messages as well. That's really lovely. What age were you when you first discovered your spiritual talents? I was, wow, I know that I've always been spiritual from a very, very young age. So I would say it was definitely probably around 4 or 5 years old that I first started sort of like becoming aware of spirit and things like that. Maybe I didn't realize back then that it was actually spirit that was connecting with me or talking to me, but it was definitely around that age. And then it continued. It's never gone. It's just brewed and got stronger and stronger. Sometimes it did scare me, especially when I sort of got into my early sort of 20s. Around that age there were some very draining times, and you know, some times that freaked me out or shocked me a bit, but there was also some mind-blowing times where I was like, bloody hell, what is, excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to say that then, Richard. Because I just talk how I normally talk, but there was definitely times that came through where it was like, oh my gosh, like that is where did that come from, how do I know this? So I've always known I was strong with my mediumship and also just strong with my psychism as well. However, I started really training in my 20s, and then I'm 33 now, so I've had my business for about 4 years now. So yeah, I just really enjoy it. I know I'm on the right path with my own spirituality. So is there any other questions? Obviously, if you have questions that you want to ask about yourself, but of course you're also welcome to ask me questions too, that's fine. So let's see, is there any others coming through? How do you see, Shona Hamilton, how do you see your connections, pictures, or feelings? So are you meaning how do I see mine? Or are you meaning in general, how do you see yours, or how do people see theirs? Richard thinks that you're meaning me. So if you're meaning me, how do you see your connections, pictures, or feelings? So it's in many different ways. So there's 7 main clairs, 7 main senses. So you know when I was saying to KJ Tinkle about you smelt her, you hear her, see her, feel, all of those, there are lots of different senses. Okay, so I've done a lot of sort of working on zoning in on each of my different clairs, and so I'm very aware of how they're coming through. So some will be coming through internally, visually in my mind, seeing them. Some will be coming through as words. Some will be just like a feeling. Some will actually be physical and I'll feel the physical, and then some will be lots of them all together, or one will ignite and then another will trigger, and it'll be the different clairs popping in. But each spirit that comes through will have a different way of working, so I won't always get like a visual. So for instance, if you were all watching with the first few ladies that were coming through, they were quite like loud and bossy and funny and like a wicked sense of humor, and then that next lady came through and it was very quiet. And so some people who maybe aren't as aware of their senses or aware of their connections, they may think, oh, I've lost it, it's gone. But actually, no, I'm aware, I need to check in and I need to ask, well, why is this energy feeling different? The energy felt different. So then that's when I started listening and I got, right, okay, she's very quiet, very shy, very gentle. So does that make sense? So you can see how people can get quite confused, especially if you're not aware of what you're doing or how it's coming in. Usually the ones that are bossy or who were louder, they will end up getting picked up on more out of a crowd, if that makes sense. So hopefully that's made sense to you. And again, this would be similar to other people as well. It's just about understanding how it's coming through for you. Everyone's got questions for me tonight, and that's absolutely fine. No, I don't mind that. Okay. All right. Oh, right. Okay, cool. Okay, so Pamela, you've put, what about your twin? Does she have the gift? Yes, she most definitely does have the gift. I'd just like to say something about the gift though, because I don't see it as a gift. I believe that everything is energy, everyone is energy. We have our physical energy and we have our spiritual energy, we have our emotional energy. So we are all psychic beings. So therefore, when I teach my students, I teach that actually of course, it's a gift. It's an amazing thing to be able to do, but we can all do it. All of you have the ability in some way or other to connect. Okay, that's why we get things like deja vu. We have memories, we have dreams, we have these feelings, we have a strong knowing at times, and that is because we are all psychic beings. We all have that energy, so we all have the ability to connect. So yes, my twin sister, if she's still here, Bibba, you still here? She does have the spiritual energy too, but my family has always been a very, very spiritual family. We have my great uncle was a medium. He actually ran a spiritual center way back when, and we have lots of ancestors who are mediums and psychics too running in the family. So she does do mediumship, but she's not a working mediumship. She's more about the crystals and stuff. So she has a crystal shop and sells lots of crystals. I call her the crystal queen actually, because she just has no end of knowledge about all different types of crystals. And also she sources amazing crystals, like ones that I've never even heard of or seen before. So Bib, if you're on here, let them know about your crystals and stuff. Okay, so any other questions? Okay. Okay. I would love to hear from my nan and granddad, as I do feel they are around me, but I never had them come through, even though I feel them. I'd love to hear from my nan and granddad, as I do feel they are around me, but I never had them come through. So when you say you never had them come through, Danielle, are you meaning through a reading like this, or like a private sitting? Is that how you mean it? Because you're saying that you feel them around you. So what I like to say to people when they say, oh, I've never had someone come through, or that person's never come through, is it could well be, again, remember what I was saying about like the personalities and stuff like that. Some personalities can be picked up more quickly than others. It doesn't mean that they're not there. Okay. So what I'd like to say to Danielle and everyone who's sort of thinking this is, just because your loved ones don't necessarily come through or you don't get picked, it doesn't mean that they're not there. They are most definitely there, okay? But it's just all according to sort of like the energies that are going on, the timing, your belief as well. So if you feel them around you, then keep hold of that, keep that strong, okay? Your granddad does he does come to me, and I feel he does come to me quite strongly, and I keep seeing like wood and stuff. Yeah, you like I really like. I keep seeing wood and stuff. That doesn't really make sense to you, does it? I keep seeing logs, wood logs, okay, and wood being chopped up, okay, with an axe in obviously a rural sort of setting. Whether this was your granddad or not, but I feel that. Well, I know this is what I'm seeing, okay? So I feel that this is linked to your granddad in some way. Maybe that's what he did. Maybe he lived near there. Maybe this was actually part of his job once when he was younger. And I've got like, I'm seeing boots, so I definitely feel like your granddad worked outside. I feel like he had to wrap up warm in the winter, and I feel he worked outside all year round. Would this make sense to you, Danielle? Let me know. Let me know if this makes sense, so I know I'm on the right track or not. And guys, just keep putting your questions and I'll try and answer some more. Okay. I know, it's crazy. That's really funny. I just took a sip of this and it nearly like went, whoo. Yeah, he did cut tree down for people. That's what he was showing me. So he is here. He has come through for you, and yeah, he was showing me that. And can I ask, is there a different nationality? Is there a different nationality with him? Because it feels like the man who's sort of connecting, he did work outside on his boat. So yeah, I was definitely seeing him outside a lot. But is there a different nationality, or did he go to different countries? Because it feels like he's connected with me, but it feels like he wasn't just English. Does this make sense to you? Let me know. But now I'm smiling a lot, so I do feel like he was actually quite a quirky man, very sort of chipper, very chirpy. And again, I don't feel like he took his life too seriously. Yes, my nan was Greek. No, he was English. Okay, so obviously you asked about your granddad and your nan, and obviously they would come together, but it definitely felt like there was someone with a different nationality who was speaking to me, because I was feeling sort of like quite a different way of being, a different sort of understanding of sort of like the verbal sort of way in which English people speak. So that would make sense. Yes, he was in the service and travelled. Yeah, that's what I was feeling, is like that he was different nationality, which was your grandma, and then traveling different countries, that type of thing. So from this, hopefully you can see that they have come through from that question. But if you don't get picked, or if they don't always come through, don't be disheartened. And this is to everyone else as well. Don't be disheartened, because actually they are coming through. It's just who's coming through at the right time. But hopefully you can see from the sessions tonight and from just then that if you do ask, sometimes I can pull them forward and get significance on them. But definitely lots of love there for you. So thank you for letting me connect shortly to them. Thank you so much for joining in, and I will leave all their love with you. Okay, Richard. Okay, cool. That's okay. Oh, is that okay, Richard, or no? Oh, Bib, Richard said if you want to come and do a crystal show, you're more than welcome. And honestly, guys, oh, like the crystals she's got, she is, oh, like I just love crystals anyway. But yeah, so if she did come on, I think you'd really enjoy it. um, right, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Danielle, I am glad he missed. That's okay. I'm glad he did. I miss them. Oh, bless you. Yeah, no, I understand that you miss them. But if you join in again next time, then we will be able to hopefully get some more messages for you. So thank you so much, Shona, for the compliment. That's really kind of you. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this session tonight. Um, Mr. and Mrs. B has put they would love that. I'm thinking that's meaning the crystals. Yeah. And guys, I just want to say thank you so much to the regulars that pop on. Thank you to the new people that have managed to sort of like work it out and get on. I know sometimes it's a little bit confusing with because you have to sign in and stuff like that. But thank you so much for making the effort to do that, and for continuing to visit this show and other shows of Spiritual Psychics TV. We really, really appreciate all of your support. Shona's put been fantastic to see crystals. Yeah, you don't have to sign in to watch the show, but you do have to sign in if you want to comment, okay? So obviously you can watch it, but you're not going to get a reading if you don't sign in, unfortunately, because we won't see your comments. So Lauren, it's been fantastic. Ellie, thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm so sorry I didn't manage to get to read you. KJ, thank you so much, Ellie. That's no problem. I really enjoyed doing your reading, KJ. Rhonda, thanks, Ellie. It's been great. Thank you so much for watching. And guys, as I say, thank you, Heidi. As I say, guys, just because you don't get a reading, please do keep joining in, because you may get a reading next time. Yes, but have really enjoyed your show too, Ellie. Thanks. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. And thank you all for the lovely night. Stay safe. You stay safe too, Kelly. As I said, like there's lots of people on who didn't get a reading. Good night, Daniela, but who have been here from the start to finish. So thank you so much for staying and watching. And I love that. It feels very, very, very good energy on this show. Richard, I would love to. That's my sister, Ariel, aka Bib Charles. So the reason why she's got Ariel in her title is because she looks like a mermaid because she has bright coloured hair, bright coloured multicoloured hair. Thank you, Ellie, for bringing my parents through massive virtual hug. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Pamela. Abby Jones, thank you. That's no problem. Sheree, best night ever. Thank you, Richard, and most of all, Ellie. Love and light you. Oh, bless. Thank you so much, Sheree. That's so kind. Thank you, Ellie. Fantastic show. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Alison. It was so lovely to read all of you. Eileen, thanks for a wonderful, wonderful night. Superb evidence, Ellie and Richard and everyone. Oh, bless. Yeah, Richard's given some good evidence as well tonight. He's been psyching in on some of them. Claire, Helen, and so impressed, Ellie. Oh, thank you so much. So, guys, if you do want to hit me up for any private readings, then please do head over to my Facebook page or Instagram. TY Ellie and Mr. P, it's been great. Oh, bless. Thank you, Stay Shaw. Yeah, so please do visit me on my Instagram. My Instagram's actually changed to Elly Charles Mediumship now. And then my Facebook is Light Afterlife on Facebook. Yeah, Elly Charles Mediumship is the one that's advertised, so that will take you definitely to one of them. And it's all got the same sort of information, but just some people aren't on Facebook, some people aren't on Instagram. So yeah, I know Spiritual Psychics TV isn't on Facebook anymore, but there is, onwards and upwards, I say. Okay, great. So once again, thank you guys so much, and have a brilliant Christmas as well, because my show lands on Christmas Eve, so I don't think that's actually going to be happening because everyone is going to be doing their Christmas Eve thing. So have a lovely Christmas, remember the Christmas spirit, and get connected to the Christmas spirit, and I will see you all soon. Lots of love. Bye.